Hello dear students, welcome back again in the online classes. In the last part of electrostatic, we studied about electric force and vector form of the Coulomb's law or electric force. Now I explain the vector form of the electric force with a simple numerical. According to this numerical, I have a question. Position of Q1 is 2 meter, 1 meter. This is the coordination of Q1, and position of the other charge Q2 is minus 4 meter, 1 meter. Find out the force on Q2 due to Q1, where value of Q1 is plus 5 microcoulomb and value of Q2 is minus 5 microcoulomb. Solution here, given that Q1 is plus 5 microcoulomb, Q2 is minus 5 microcoulomb. What will find out in the question? Force on Q2 due to Q1. We have to find out F21. Clear? We can take a simple plane xy. This is horizon. Here Q1, which position vector is R1 vector. Here Q2, which position vector is R2 vector. Coordinate of Q1 is 2 meter, 1 meter. Coordination of Q2 is minus 4 meter, 1 meter. Clear? Now we know that from the vector part of the 11th class, R vector is equal to xi cap, yj cap, zk cap. Here the value of z is 0 because there is no coordinate which is presented in z axis. That's why we can say that R vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap. For first charge, for charge Q1, position vector is R1 vector. Here x, here x1. x1 on the place of x1 is 2 I cap plus on the place of y here 1 j cap. For charge Q2, position vector R2 vector. Here on the place of R is R2, on the place of x is minus 4 I cap plus on the place of y is plus j cap. This is the vector position vector for the Q1 and Q2. Now we have to calculate force on Q2 due to Q1. Here both the charges are opposite nature, so attraction will be work here. Then we can say that this is the Q2 charge, this is the Q1 charge. When Q2 applied the force on Q2, when Q1 applied the force on Q2, then direction of electric force is in the direction of F21, because between these charges attraction is working. If repulsion is working, then direction of F12 is in the direction here. Clear? Now R1, R2. Here these are the same direction, but this side have the opposite direction. So we can say that by the law of triangle addition, by the law of addition of triangle, according to this law, here delta r is displacement vector. Let us consider delta r and r2 vector have the same direction, so delta r vector plus r2 vector is equal to r1 vector by law of vector addition for the triangle. Clear? So delta r vector is equal to r1 vector minus r2 vector. We can write it r12 vector r1 minus r2 vector. Clear? Now what we have calculated? We have calculated F21 force on Q2 due to Q1. In the attraction nature, here 9 into 10 is to 9 by the Coulomb's law. Q1, Q2. If repulsion is working, then we can write here R21, but attraction is working because both the charges are opposite to each other. Then we can say that displacement vector between the both the charges is R12. If repulsion, then we will write 1 2 2 1. But here attraction is working. Attraction is working, then we write here if 2 1, here 1. Then unit vector is also R12 vector cap. F21 is equal to 9 into 10 is to 9. Q1 is 5 microcoulomb. Micro is equal to 10 to power minus 6. Here Q2 minus 5 microcoulomb. Then R12 is here. R1 minus R2 vector square cap of R12. What is the value of R12? We can find out from here. R12 is equal to R1 2i cap plus j cap minus R2 vector minus 4i cap plus j cap. Thus we can write 2i cap j cap minus minus plus 4i cap plus minus minus j cap. J cap cancel. R12 vector is equal to 6i cap. This is the value of R12. Here R1 minus R2 is equal to 6i cap. Thus we can say F21 vector is equal to 9 into 10 is to 9 plus minus minus when we product of these value 25 into 10 is power minus 12 R1 minus R2 here R12 square. We know that unit vector is R vector resultant of R vector. Unit vector is the ratio of R vector upon resultant of R vector. So here we can use R1 vector, here R12, R12, R12. Thus on the place of R12 we can use R12 upon mod of R12. In this product condition, base are same, thus power of this is 1. So we can say F21 is equal to minus 9 into 10 raised to 9, 25 into 10 raised power minus 12. R12 vector is equal to 6 I cap upon power of R12 is 3, here 3. You can use at the place of R12 is equal to 6 I cap. This is the magnitude, but this is in the vector form. So you could not solve it, but you can solve it here. Value of under root here 6 square. Under root 6 square. Clear? This is the only value of 6 I cap is equal to 6. Thus the value of 6 I cap is equal to 6. Then you can use the cube, because here is the cube. Thus 6 into 6 into 6, 36 into 6, 216 is the value of 6 I cap. So minus F21 is equal to minus 9 into 10 raised to 9, here 10 raised power minus 12. Thus base are the same, then power will be added up. So minus 3 is here 25 upon 216 into 6 I cap. You can sort out this the value, then you will find out the force on Q2 due to Q1. Your answer is here. Now next topic is dielectric constant. What is the dielectric constant? Dielectric constant is represented by epsilon r. It is represented by epsilon r. Here force between two charges in the air or vacuum upon force, electric force, clear, between two charges in the medium. Then we can say that dielectric constant is the ratio of force between two charges in vacuum or air to force between two charges in medium. Thus epsilon r is equal to force between air is F, force between two charges in medium is F. F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2, these are the two charges. upon r square, which is distance between the both the charges. Clear? Fm 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. This is the absolute permittivity. Clear? Q1 Q2 upon r square. On the putting value 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon r square upon 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 upon r square. Epsilon is equal to epsilon naught thus epsilon r is equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught. So other definition, first definition is only that force between two charges in air or vacuum, force between two charges in medium, ratio of both the case is equal to the epsilon r. Here other definition is epsilon r is equal to absolute permittivity upon permittivity of medium. Clear? The second definition of epsilon r, dielectric constant, is the ratio of absolute permittivity to the permittivity of vacuum or air is called dielectric constant. Clear? So absolute permittivity is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r. The other name of dielectric constant is relative permittivity. I talked about permittivity in the second part of electrostatic, where I said that we will talk on the permittivity in the next classes. Now I am going to talk on permittivity. What is the definition of permittivity? Permittivity is ability of any medium or vacuum or air which can pass out the electric field lines. So this ability is called permittivity. Suppose that this is the board. Clear? If this board is made by iron, then iron can flow the electric field line in cell. So ability of this iron is called permittivity. We have explained in the other way. If I touch a wire, then I capture the electric current because electric field lines want to grounded through me. So my bodies have a ability to pass out the electric field lines. Then ability of my body is called permittivity. Thus permittivity, what is the permittivity? Permittivity is the ability of any medium or vacuum or air which can passing the electric field lines. So this ability is called permittivity. Here epsilon r is the relative permittivity because permittivity of medium is called relative permittivity. Clear? Then epsilon r is called relative permittivity epsilon naught. Epsilon naught is called permittivity of vacuum or air. Epsilon naught is called permittivity of vacuum or air, because air can pass the electric field lines. The ability of air is also called permittivity of vacuum or air. Thus, what is the definition of absolute? Absolute permittivity. The product of permittivity of vacuum or air and relative permittivity is called absolute permittivity. Here, definition of absolute permittivity. The product of relative permittivity and permittivity of vacuum or air. This is the definition of absolute permittivity. This is the definition of permittivity, and definition of relative permittivity is the ratio of both the cases. That's clear. We have some value, that's why we can define epsilon r with the suitable way. Epsilon r value for dilute water, value of 8 is 80. For vacuum is 1, air 1.00059. For conductor mica is also called in Hindi abrak. Mica is 6, and conductor or superconductor have the value of infinity. In 2018 supplementary exam of the physics, a question is asked by the board in which, if question supplementary 2018, if conductor is placed between two charges, then what is value of electric force? This is the question of supplementary 2018. In this question we understand first what placed between two charges, conductor. Here let us consider that both the charges are Q1 and Q2 and distance between them is R. Clear? If conductor is placed between them, here this is the conductor which like a medium. Thus in the first case, if conductor is not presented between them, then we can say that F is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 or 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. In the second case, if conductor is present between them, then force is called here medium force, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here epsilon r is used at the place, epsilon naught epsilon r, because air and medium both are present here, Q1 Q2 upon R square. We know that for the conductor epsilon r is equal to infinite, epsilon r is equal to infinite. Thus Fm, you can write it f upon epsilon r. Clear? Thus Fm, f upon infinite, f upon infinite. So answer will be 0. This is a simple question, but the question is based on logic. Logic what? Conductor is placed between the both the charges. If dilute water is placed, then you write here 80. If vacuum is present there, then you can write here 1. Clear? This is in this video. In the next video, we talk about superposition theory, force among many charges. Thank you so much.